Samp&Chance, are you ready?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance Boxing. I'm your host, Bobby Sampson, joined as always, my man with the master plan, Mr. Chance Michaels. Chance, how you doing, man?
Pretty good yourself.
Can't complain, man. It's kind of funny. I call you the man with the master plan. You put something up in our little chat group there with one of my favorite guys, Noel Gallagher, calling boxing a pussy sport.
Boxing's for fairies is what he said when you watch UFC.
More or less.
I love
more or
Noel
less.
Gallagher too, by the way.
Well, you know what? I love Noel and I love the Flying Birds, but brother, you're wrong on this one, man. I'll call it what it is, man. It is not a sport for fairies, as we've seen. I think more lives are lost in boxing annually than any other combat sport.
It was a weird comment. He may like UFC better, MMA better, and a lot of people do. I get it. MMA is more popular, but for Noel to say that is like he must have had a few too many brews or something, because that was an offhand comment. I usually agree with him, and I love
that
Oasis.
Is an Oasis. That's a Gallagher brother comment. That's just typical Gallagher brothers.
Yeah,
it's said, so we're talking about it.
Worked,
right, and it works, right? I mean, they're filterless, those two. Okay, and that's why they broke up, and that's why it took them forever to reconcile and come back. Is because they're ruthless with their words. They're true Manchurians. Manchester and them. That's what
I would even say Noel's more ruthless, whereas Liam's more like, we're the best band, we can all rock anybody. But Noel's more like, he'll say the boxing stuff. He gets more into other things. But Liam is more, he does a bit, he more sticks to the music. Like, this band sucks.
No, they're equal. They just pick, they have their different avenues that they go down, but either one, they don't have, they don't check their tongue. They have very loose tongues. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
All right.
Great band, though. Great band.
Oh, I love them, man.
And also, I'll say one thing about Oasis: their solo work, is really, really good too.
Yeah, no, dude, trust me, I've seen him.
I saw Noel live when he came here in 2009.
Yeah, I was
2010. And then some band, Snow Patrol, came out. I don't know who they are. I just came for Noel.
No, I was at that show as well. Ironically enough, we didn't know each other at the time.
Yeah, I think it was 2010 or 2011. It was around when the first Flying Birds came out.
Yeah. No, they came out. Snow Patrol was there. And I was there for both of them. I like Snow Patrol too, right?
I never really heard them, so I can't say.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, I don't mind them. But I've seen Oasis, like, they're one of my favorite bands.
Okay? I saw them once in 2009 when they came out.
Yeah, I've seen them about 4 or 5 times. And I love Oasis. Like, I've seen them in England, I've seen them in Seattle, I've seen them in Vancouver. I've always loved Oasis to the point where they're on this arm. Where are they? Oh, there they are, right there. Right. So I've always been a big fan.
I love Oasis too. Like they're a great, amazing band. The only thing I don't like about them live, the shows are way too short. They barely go over an hour. And I understand Liam's swagger, hand behind his back. I like it. But at the same time, if you guys are both just standing there, you tap your feet at most, how can Brian Johnson and Mick Jagger in their 70s go for 2+ hours running around screaming? You guys are standing here like this. You're done in an hour and 10 minutes. I find them a little bit lazy on stage.
No, I get that. They're stage present.
I love his swagger. I love Liam's swagger.
Yeah. I think that's how they sell it. I think that's how they sell it. I think, you know what, based on what you said, and I can give you a clear indication, okay? So I saw the Pet Shop Boys at Wembley Stadium. Okay? I know Pet Shop Boys, fine. But I went to the... So you know me, most of my music comes from across the pond. Right? Everything I like, all the things that are in my playlist, all the things that I listened to as a teenager, all Manchester and UK. Right? The Pet Shop Boys was the worst concert I ever saw in my life.
What's their famous song called? I'm trying to remember one of their songs. Oh.
Well, they got What Have You Done For Me Lately? Like that, West End Girls, etc. So it goes down the line, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Go West, Money. There's tons of tracks there. But they got a good library. The music is really good. But you talk about Liam standing on stage with his hands behind his back and kind of doing this whole show, right? Pet Shop Boys barely move. Maybe as much as Liam and Noel do.
Mm-hmm.
but the energy that comes out of the instruments and everything make up for that.
Yeah, yeah, you know, they got good
Okay.
energy.
But that's what I'm saying. Because when the Pet Shop Boys do it, I
Mm-hmm.
got bored. Like I'm sitting there, fuck. I could have just bought. No, literally, I really felt I stood there watching the show,
Mm-hmm.
thinking to myself, I could have just listened to this on CD, a
Mm-hmm.
CD at the time, right? I
Yeah,
don't need to be here. It's not worth it.
yeah. I don't know what they're like live. I'll give you another quick example before we move on. And I like them. Their first three albums are classics. Our Lady Peace, and you know I've seen him a couple times, right? But the one show that stands out the most is when he came to Abbotsford here. I think it was Our Lady Peace and Bush and stuff like that. You know, Ray Mays is standing there. It's like, dude, you're like 45 years old. Like, I'm not saying you have to dance like Mick Jagger and do all the fancy cautions, but how do you expect us to feel your energy when you're standing there? Move your feet. I don't know. Go to the side. Like, give us something to feed off of. Like, it just, I don't know. I find him lazy live, and I don't know. Maybe because of his voice. I don't know. He has to stand that way to sing, but like, give us
It's a
something.
big. It's kind of like we can equate it to boxing and wrestling. Okay, you
Yeah.
can be amazing athletes, but if you can't sell it to the
Mm-hmm.
masses,
Yeah.
that's where it comes into. Like that's what the
Mm-hmm.
concerts are for. The music sells itself. They sell the
Yeah.
units because people love the music. But if you don't have the stage presence and you don't have the ability to sell yourself in front of everyone outside of the studio, that can be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Some
For
guys
sure.
do, some guys have the total package. MJF can wrestle and he can talk,
Yeah. He's got the whole
right?
package. Yeah.
Tyson Fury can box and he can talk,
Yeah.
right? We realize that boxing, especially as we segue back to boxing, is
Mm-hmm.
all about selling yourself.
Yep.
Now, last weekend, we saw Keith Thurman against Sebastian Fundora. Okay. True David and Goliath.
Oh yeah.
You look at the two of them, who is the better promoter?
Oh,
Keith.
one time for sure.
Keith. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
was holding court the night before at the MGM Grand in the casino,
Mm-hmm.
talking to fans, interacting with people. Sebastian Fundora is a great champion, proven
Mm-hmm.
champion, because now he's defended it 3 to 4 times. You
Yeah.
can't take that away from him. He is
Nope.
a legit champion. He's defended that belt. Okay. One loss to the guy who was on the undercard, who's near the way out, to Brian
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza. No shame in that. But at the end of the day, people are going to remember Keith Thurman's name as the years progress because of his ability to talk and sell,
Yep. He's good
right?
at that.
Unfortunately, he couldn't get it done on the ring on that night. He was there as a punching bag for most of it. Poor
Oh yeah.
guy. He tried his best to get inside, but he couldn't get past that jab. His only chance of victory, and I said it to you, Chance, was to
Mm-hmm.
get in the inside, and he tried. God knows he tried.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You look at his face, and the man would not give up. I mean, people are saying, and even he's complaining about Harvey Dock and whatnot. Well, it was Harvey Dock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And saying he stopped the fight. He stopped the fight to save you, bro.
Well, look at his face after the fight.
Yeah. Okay.
He
So
was he was gonna get his orbital bone broken in his face
it
if
was
Rep didn't stop it. Like you weren't doing
exactly
anything, dude. He's like, I
no,
didn't fall down, but you were stumbling around
no,
your punching
you
bag. Rep has to protect the fighters. Like you were
no.
done.
And this again really comes down to what we were saying. Ring rust was a definite issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His timing was a definite issue for me when I'm watching the fight. But that being said, it's really hard to hit someone who's punching down at you with 11-inch reach advantage
And almost a foot taller.
and a foot taller. Okay, this guy was
Insane.
jumping off his feet to throw punches. And every time he tried to get inside, he just couldn't get anything going because he kept getting hit with that spring-loaded jab.
With how tall Fendor is, he should be fighting the heavyweights. He's just too tall. He's
Well, I
just
mean,
skin and
you have to
bones, but
put the
somebody's gonna
weight
crack
on
him
him, right?
eventually.
Yeah. Someone, I mean, Mendoza found the key.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked him
Yep.
out,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
right?
So it can be done.
So it can be done. It's not a question of
I,
it can't. It's just who's the man to do it.
I,
Suzu couldn't do it.
no, I just think Thurman now, like you said, the ring rust was huge, but he's almost 37, 38 or whatever he is. I mean, he's
He's
only
not
ever lost
old.
twice to Pakia and Fundora. There's no shame in that.
No,
I
there
think he'll
isn't.
fight again.
Well, I
That's his
mean,
last chance at the title, though.
it's his last chance at the title, but I think he should just really focus maybe on media side of it because he's a natural,
Mm-hmm.
right? You look at like, okay, for example, Abner. He's probably the worst guy in all of the boxing commentators that I've seen. Okay, nothing against Abner.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
but when I look at him and I look at that PBC crew, they look like a motley crew bunch of dudes. Nothing against Moro. Okay, but Moro Ronaldo, Abner, it's just there's nothing enticing about that dude.
My problem with Moro is like he has a good voice,
He's
but
just
I
over
find
the top.
it's too over the top. Yeah, he doesn't like Lampley. Like he'll raise his voice when needed. Not every oh my like everything is so dramatic with Moro. I think if he toned down a bit, then when you do raise your voice, like Jim Ross didn't always yell. He yelled when you needed to. So I think Moro was too over the top. Although Moro is a gifted broadcaster, he's just
Absolutely.
not really my favorite.
No, no, nor is he mine. It's just because this is an extreme, but he's like the white version of Booker T in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with his over the topness and his stretching of the words and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you got Abner, who's just this monotone.
Well,
Why do you always have to wear sunglasses, man? Like, I don't get it.
Just a character thing, like trying to build
I
something.
get it, but if you're an analyst, doesn't that impede your vision?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe
You know
take
what I
some off
mean?
when he's looking at the screen. I don't know.
Yeah. So all that being said, man, honestly, I think that Fundora did what he was supposed to do. I mean, it was not that hard to figure out, but people want, and I get it. We're here to speculate and guess and think and whatnot, right? And as we get into this show today, I think we're gonna have to predict one of the harder. Not we're getting close to it. I really feel this fight that we talk about later on is going to be one of the hardest to predict as I'm looking at the tail of the tape and whatnot. But before we get there, Fundora, Goliath won, David nothing. Okay,
Yeah. Fundora's too tall, too young.
Too tall, too young.
I don't think anybody legitimately thought Thurman had a chance to win.
Well, no, but people wanted to give him a chance, and you know what? Thurman did all the right things, and I can't say I don't like the guy. I love what he does. I love the community work that he does.
Yeah, he's a good
how
guy.
He tries to elevate people and how he tries to promote the product. How many people do you know on the night before a title fight will sit with a bunch of people to chat and get to know you? Who does that?
Well, I saw Adrian Broner do it when he fought Pocky. Then he does more of like his homeboys. And
yeah.
But I know what you're saying, though.
Right? You know, that's kind of cool. So I hope Keith Thurman is okay. I hope he has a future. And I don't want to see him fight again. I like to see him more in the analyst and that side of it now.
I think he might go one more time, but he'll never sniff at a belt ever again. That's it.
Unless he fights some tin can or soup can. That's the only fight that would make sense for him to go out with the victory, right?
Yeah.
Right now, he's sitting on two consecutive losses.
Yeah, Pacquiao
so
and
if he's you don't fight someone who's a prospect, you fight a soup can. No disrespect to the soup cans out there.
Yeah.
Say, all right, let's move on to Moses starching Franklin. 5 rounds, done deal.
Scary guy, man. I mean, he just hit so hard. That uppercut. Well, he tapped him on the head first, and they gave him the uppercut. As he's going down, he hit him again. Like, man.
Do you feel Moses just waited? He could have probably ended this earlier if he wanted to.
No, I think he didn't want to get caught. Just take that and be safe about it. Just break him down. And then when he smelled blood, he just finished him off, I think. Because Franklin is a savvy veteran. You know, there is still a chance. But Moses is just, I think he fought a smart fight and just smelled blood, tapped him on the head. That must have grazed him. Then hit that uppercut and then hit him again as he's going down. Like, whew.
No, but he caught. I think he caught him with that first one, right? That second one was not needed.
No, that was a little bit of a cheap shot. I didn't think that was needed.
I don't know if he was doing a cheap shot. No, if the referee's not standing in front of you,
he just had to he wanted to make sure you're going down.
You do your job, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you look at UFC, there's a lot of times where the guy goes down and the guy jumps on him and he's waiting for the referee to stop it, you know? So he has to throw a couple more punches. It is
Most
what
of the
it
scariest man, I guess, in the heavyweight division right now, as far as brute killer strength, you know? I mean, Usyk's more technical, but Usyk doesn't have that kind of power. Usyk does have power, but like this is like.
Well, you look at Moses; he's starting. Look, dude, the kid's just starting, right? And that's what makes him scary. You look at everyone else that's in there; they're weathered, right? We're literally seeing a changing of a guard, right? We need more heavyweights to step up because right now the only name in the heavyweight division that's shining is Moses Itauma. Right, there's no one else.
Usyk's still shining because he's still undefeated, but yeah.
But even you look down the line here, okay? Even Daniel Dubois, oh, he's young, yeah, but he's been in some fucking wars, man.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
And he has no chin. You look at everyone above Moses, none of them have a chin.
well
You
Usyk,
look at it, huh?
Usyk does.
Well, Usyk does, but he hasn't really. You know, like I love Usyk, but if you think about it, when he got Tyson Fury, he got him at after the wars.
Yeah,
Okay, he got a depleted Tyson Fury, which I'm not saying that made it easier for him, but I'm saying that made it easier for him,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, so that that little series there with Tyson coulda, shoulda, woulda. It happened. It happened. But the reality is that Deontay Wilder wars took so much out of him as it did Wilder.
We're gonna see Fury if Fury wins his next couple fights here, and Usyk beats that kickboxer guy. We're gonna see Fury Usyk.
We're gonna see that because even Usyk is saying, "I want a greedy belly." Is one of his last fights, right?
Yeah,
he wants to finish it with that.
Which I think is if I was Usyk manager to say no, there's no point. You've already beat him twice. Why risk a slim chance that he does beat you? Then we have to watch it 4 times. They go 5 times. It goes, no, there's no point in it. You already beat him. I get it's a money fight though, but like there's other guys you can challenge.
No, I know, and yeah. So that's that. So I mean, Moses just looked absolutely. I don't think it looked like he wasn't even trying, dude. Honestly,
I
if
think he
you
was just
watch
playing
the
it cautious,
fight,
didn't want to get clipped. I think he just
but
broke him down.
Moses was just like toying with him the whole time. Like his distance, just the way he was throwing punches. He wasn't gassy. He wasn't out of breath. I mean,
Oh, he's so young.
he's well, I get that, but still, he's such a big frame and
Yeah.
everything. Some of that fatigue has to. Like, dude didn't even break a sweat.
Well, I just hope he fights the winner of Wardley Dubois because that'll be even more of a challenge for him. So hopefully he gets one of those guys.
He's basically at that stage right now where there are no more prospects for him. He's not a prospect anymore.
No, he's the real deal.
That dude, that tag is now removed as a prospect, right? He's legit. So now we will see what this man is made up of. The issue I have, the only guy that I would think could challenge him is Wardley.
Yeah, Dubois can give him a run for his money too.
We know Dubois doesn't have a chin.
No, but he hits hard though, so he could catch him. If
sure, he hits hard, but I don't think he can hit Moses.
Probably not, but he right? hold his own though for a bit.
Yes, he can. Franklin can hold his own for a bit too, but he has no chin. And if you're going to get knocked out by Usyk, an old Usyk, right, a 38-year-old Usyk, what's Moses going to do to him?
Yeah, but Usyk's a lot more slick and crafty too with these tricky and footwork.
True, but Moses can box too. He's got high ring IQ. We're not talking Deontay Wilder. We're not talking Deontay Wilder type of power, one-shot power. We're talking about a guy who has legit boxing IQ and knows how to box, which makes him even scarier. He can break you down instead of just waiting for that one right hand, waiting for that window to open for that right one hand to come out.
He's the UK version of our Mike Tyson when he was young. That's how much I love him over it. He's not a huge name here yet.
Bigger.
He's huge.
He's bigger. He's stronger, and I'll dare say he's more talented.
I don't think he's as explosive and scary as Mike, because Mike is scary. Like Itauma's scary too, but Mike is like street scary too. Like
no, I get that. But Moses has that one thing over Mike, in my opinion, is that real deep ring IQ. Not to say Mike didn't have it.
Yeah, he did, but
he didn't. Moses is utilizing it in a different way.
Mike's the kind of guy with, as soon as when Custom Auto was there, you can keep him. He was just old. You can keep him laser focused. Keep him like, you got to do this. Once Cuss left, then Mike is doing a lot more the drinking, the drugs, the whole party scene. He was a little bit like that, but Cuss, he respected Cuss so much. He got him tattooed on his arm. Cuss could keep him alive without Cuss.
Yeah, no. Cuss kept him straight, man. Cuss kept him straight. If Cuss could have been around for a few more years, I think we'd be not talking about the Mike Tyson we talk about today.
Yeah.
It'd be a very different Mike Tyson, man. But yeah, that's that. Listen.
Yeah, Thomas awesome. I love watching him. He's scary. He's young. The future is bright for him, man. So all the best to him.
No, definitely, man. I really don't think, based on what we've seen, the tape that we have on Moses, I really don't think there's anyone out there right now that can beat him except himself.
Yeah, I still like, if he was to fight Usyk next month, I'd still favor Usyk. Usyk, slick, but Itauma can catch him, so who knows?
Well, okay,
Hard to
outside.
say.
I know you're right though, and now I'm thinking about what I said. Usyk would give him a run for his money, but Usyk would have to take him the full distance, which he
Because
probably
you got to
could.
remember those, like, even when Wilder fought Fury, was, oh, Fury's good. Wilder is the hardest puncher ever because they measured his punch. He's going to catch Fury and finish him, but Fury's able to beat him 3 times. So Usyk could do that to Itauma too. But I'm kind of looking at it that way. Who knows if we ever see it? We'll see if it happens. But Itauma's amazing right now, so good for him.
Well, like I said, we wait for the Wardley Dubois outcome.
Yeah.
And he'll probably get the winner of that, man. So we'll see how that all plays out. And I guess we'll talk about that when that happens. Talking about things that are about to happen, we have Derek Chisora versus the Bronze Bomber himself and Deontay Wilder. This is a real hard fight to predict, as I've been running the numbers, I've been running the research, and I'm looking at it. And I never thought I would say these words, but Derek Chisora could potentially beat Deontay Wilder.
Well, according to Vegas, he's the favorite.
He is a favorite by according to Vegas. Okay, I didn't even know that. Okay, so here's my take on this whole thing. We talked about Deontay Wilder earlier. Really, he's a one-shot guy. Okay, he always has been, and he's always been able to take advantage of it in majority of his fights until he got to the upper echelon of that division, and we started to see the cracks in that armor. Now, it doesn't help that these cracks in the armor happened after that trilogy with Fury. But here we are. He's lost 2 in a row, 3 in a row.
Something like that. I can't remember.
Right. Okay. Well, no, he lost to Fury. Then he came back and beat that one guy who got tested for positive afterwards. You know who I'm talking about.
Which guy?
Not Hergovich. The one that Joshua fought as well.
That was record right here. So yeah, he lost to Parker. He lost to Zhang. He won his last fight against Herndon.
Yeah, there you go.
Robert Helenius. Yeah.
Robert Helenius. There you go. And then he got tested positive for drugs. Helenius did. There you go. So I'm looking at this fight. It's a pick'em, dude. Like, I'm looking at it this way. The first 3 rounds are going to tell us everything we need to know about this fight. If Chisora can get past and get inside, Chisora can break him down.
Yeah. Here's a little quick review that I popped up on X. So they're calling it The Last Dance, right? It's a classic heavyweight scrap, 2 fan favorites because these guys are super exciting to watch. Love them or hate them. They're fun to watch. They've shared the ring with the era's best. Chisora brings high volume pressure, a granite chin, crowd energy. He's made a career out of making fights exciting and outlasting expectations when he upset Joyce, for example. He's 42. He's slower, durable, but motivated as possibly his last fight. Wilder remains the biggest puncher in the division when his timing and confidence click. His height, reach advantage could allow him quick shots from the distance, but questions linger about his durability, his ring rust, and his legs. He's viewed as a potential tune-up fight for bigger ambitions for Chisora. We will see. Dude, this fight's going to be so fun. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when you have a North American guy
going to the UK,
fighting a UK guy, I'm always going to go for the North American guy. So I'm going for Wilder in this fight. I like Chisora too, right?
I like both guys, man. But here's my.
I don't like Wilder's antics. So everybody cheats when he loses and all that kind of stuff he
blew
does.
Up again. He blew up again on Piers Morgan yesterday.
Oh, he's on Piers Morgan yesterday.
Yeah. So check that out. I'm halfway through it. I'm halfway through it, but it's a pretty good listen. It's a good watch.
I like Pierce.
Listen, here's what I think. Chisora must close the distance immediately. He needs to work the body to slow Wilder down, and he needs to stay unpredictable with head movements. It's a big ask, but that's what it's going to take, okay? Wilder must maintain distance with his jab. He needs to stay composed and under pressure. And he needs to land the straight right hand, and that's it, really. I mean, Chisora, look, a lot of people, I look at this fight, if it gets later and later, that's an advantage to Wilder, in my opinion, because Chisora naturally slows down, right? Wilder's a one-punch guy. He's waiting for that right hand. This is what it's going to be. Can Chisora have good head movement? Can Chisora avoid the right hand? And can you get inside and work the body and break him down? That's what it's going to come down to.
And I got to give Wilder credit because he's going into hostile territory. You fought Fury over here in North America. He came over here. Now you're going to go to the O2 Arena. They're going to be booing you. Those drunk English guys are going to be crazy. That even makes me want Wilder to win even more. You know what I mean? Because the funny thing about these English fans, they always back their fighter, no matter who they're fighting.
They're supposed to.
We don't ever do that over here. We always, we want Wilder to.
Well, here's the one thing, bro. I'm not to be funny or nothing. I get it. We're in the same continent, but we're Canadians.
No, I know, but still, I still like.
I know. I
can drive to the border literally in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So
no, I'm having a laugh.
No, I know.
Look who we support. Look. I support the Mariners and I support the Cubs. Right?
Yeah,
I don't support.
I think that Wilder's got the height. He's got the reach. They're both slow. They're both in their 40s. This is like two drunk uncles drinking Crown Royal, eating veggie pizza, telling you about their cousin guys and their farms. Right? Just.
No, I get it.
Nonsense. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be random. It's going to be crazy. I wouldn't be shocked either, but my gut's telling me Wilder's going to put him down. I think this is going to be both guys going for broke. If this goes to decision, I'll be shocked. There's going to be two guys just lumbering around at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I hope Wilder wins. I do like Chisora though, but my prediction is going to be Wilder.
You know what? I like both guys. I have no issues with either guy. I'm not backing one. I think I'm just going to enjoy the good match. But that being said, brother, it's a tough one here. So you're saying Wilder?
I think Wilder. I mean, I'm not 100% confident with that, but yeah, I'm going to go with Wilder.
Well, we got 24 hours to become confident. Brother, I don't even have a prediction yet. I can't. I don't know.
I'm not sure on my round yet. I would think like round 6 or 7. I don't think this is going to go long. These guys are coming up swinging. I mean, who knows? He's already catch him too. My Wilder's legs are shot. Sometimes he looks like he's going to fall over because his legs are so done. And I know what it's like. I literally just did an hour of Muay Thai yesterday with my coach in the park because the gym's being renovated. And dude, when I was doing it like 10 years ago, I didn't feel anything in my legs. Now, after 45 minutes, and it's explosive work, my legs feel like really heavy.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time standing up. So I can only imagine these guys, of all the wars they've been through, and I'm the same age as them, how tired their legs are going to get. And when your legs go, and now I realize the Mike Tyson fight, he didn't fake it against Jake Paul. His legs were literally shot. He's almost 60.
Yeah.
Your legs give out on you after a while. Speaking of Mike Tyson, he hurt his hand training, and now he's not sure if the Mayweather fight will happen April 25th. I don't even know if that fight's happening.
Let's talk about it. He drops that bomb, and then he says that the fight with Pacquiao now is an exhibition.
And then Pacquiao's camp is saying, no, he signed a contract saying it's a real fight. So my thing with Mayweather, like I said before, if I'm Mayweather's manager, why are you fighting a real fight against a guy who you know wants to beat you and might beat you? No, do an exhibition. I don't blame Mayweather. He doesn't want a chance letting Pacquiao have it. Pacquiao is saying we should have a real fighter. What's the point? I don't know what's true with here, man. I'm not sure. The contract will say it all.
I guess so. If they've already signed the deal, then he's reneging on the deal, man. Which is very
signing. Maybe get away with it.
No, I get that, but it's very Floyd Mayweather type of behavior, right?
He could be just saying that as a way of getting out of it, saying, I don't know if I want a chance, man. He's an animal now, right? I don't know.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to touch him. He knows he's going to get beaten because, like I said to you before, man, if you look at the two of them, since their fight together, who's been the more active guy?
Oh, yeah, man. We know
he's active, not exhibition active.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Legit active, right? Like, I mean, if that's what he's going to do against, okay, granted, I mean, he should have won that fight, but he didn't. But
if the fight's an exhibition, it won't be the hype.
I'm not interested in that. No. What's the point of that?
There's no point. He's saying, what's the point of that? That's a real fight. If you're better than me and we're 3 years apart in age, well, beat me again then and embarrass me again, then let's go.
Yeah, no, 100%, brother.
I don't know what's real with that one, man. That one's hard to say.
It is what it is. I guess we'll find out.
But Floyd and Tyson, like that's an exhibition. So what do they just dance around for a few rounds? Like,
I think if that would be the one fight where Mike will actually try to starch him for the shit that he said about Muhammad Ali, for all the stuff that he's been saying in the past. Because if you think about it, who got the revenge on Larry Holmes for Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like,
and then potentially if that fight happens, you know how unhinged Mike is.
Unless they have a gentleman's handshake, hey, let's just get out here and dance. Nobody hurt anybody.
No, I think Mike would actually want to hurt him.
You can't. That's the thing with Jake Paul said. You can't make a gentleman's agreement with Mike because you don't know what goes on in his head. And if you hit him
That's
the
what I'm
wrong way,
saying.
he goes crazy.
So if Mike is looking at Floyd Mayweather and he's remembering all the crap that he said about Ali,
Mm-hmm.
which Mike is going to show up, right?
Yeah, that might even happen. I don't know what's supposed to happen in a few weeks. There's no hype for it. We don't even, like, where's it happening in Africa? Like Tyson sprained his hand. I don't know what's going on. Mayweather's doing some weird stuff here. Like usually, when Mayweather's fighting, it's set in stone, but this just
So
seems like
Mayweather is the more and more I'm hearing things, the more and more I'm seeing things. I am really gonna lean into what I said before. He's broke.
could be. Yeah.
Dude's broke. He's not sharing it. Obviously, who would share that they're broke, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reality is, man, the guy's probably run out of funds. Like literally, why would you sue after so many years for money that you still haven't received?
Mm-hmm.
Especially that amount. Okay, I can understand if someone's suing you for $50 or something, or $500 or even $10,000. Okay, but when we're going into the hundreds of millions and you're waiting this long to file a lawsuit, that's a red flag for me, man. I don't care who you are. Okay.
Well, they asked him in that interview when he said the pocket thing. He goes, "Well, why are you still fighting it for?" And he goes, "I got all my faculties. I never took much damage in boxing. I love it." We all
No,
know.
he didn't, and he didn't.
I know. So we all know he's fighting to make money. And if you're going to make a lot of money, Tyson pocket me the money. But there's one guy that'll make him more money, and we might see this. I don't see why we wouldn't. We saw Logan fight Floyd, right? I could see Jake versus Floyd on Netflix.
That's the next logical step, man.
Big money, man.
If you want to make money doing an exhibition, this is the one, man. Because I'm really I'm only
Jake's
speculating,
too
but
big for them, but if it's an exhibition, it could be fine, right?
yeah, but I mean, if he was gonna fight Tank, I mean,
He
shit,
fought Logan Paul. Logan Paul's half a foot taller than him.
exactly, right? So we'll see where it all goes, man.
Hey,
But hey, anything happened this week in international and Canadian boxing history?
yeah, we got a couple of really good things here. Let me pull this up. All right, here we go. This is yesterday, March 30th, 1965. Puerto Rican Jose Torres made history by becoming the first Hispanic world light heavyweight champion, knocking out Willie Pastrano in 9 rounds at MSG. So it's pretty good. And then we're gonna go right back here. We're going all the way to Vancouver. I'll pull this right up here. Hold on a sec.
So who do you guys got while he's pulling that up? What do you guys think? Who is going to win this weekend? Let us know in the comments. Do you think it's Deontay or do you think it's Chisora? And after the match, do you think they'll share a cheeseburger together?
This one you're gonna go to actually gotta see the picture because more the picture tells the story here. But we got Vancouver boxers Kenny Lindsay in the light trunks and Jackie Turner battle in the late 1940s at the athletic club. You got to go take a look at the picture. That's the uppercut and the way his hand's turning his wife put it up there. Nothing significant happened this week in Canadian boxing history to put up, so I put that one up there just as the picture. But it wasn't this week in boxing history. It's just Vancouver boxing history. And one more thing, we'll end up with a little pop culture here. I love Tiger Woods. You know, he's an awesome golfer. He's a great guy. He blew 0-0-0 on the breathalyzer. He wasn't drinking and driving. He's got a pill problem because of all of his injuries. He's jacked. Nobody's seen how built the guy is. Obviously on steroids or what, but he keeps driving and crashing these cars. Dude, you're almost a billionaire. Hire a driver. Why are you driving all the time? But you know what? And I hate to say this, I know why Tiger Woods is driving. Because it's fun to drive. He doesn't want some dude driving with in the backseat. He wants to drive his fast sports cars that he's earning. And he needs to come out right now and say, hey, guys, I got addicted. Like Brett Favre did. I got pain in my back. I'm addicted to perks or oxys, whatever. And rebrand your image because you're crashing too many cars. We got the image of your wife facing at the golf club and you're cheating. Like,
and he's dating one of the Trump son's exes, right?
I don't know, but funny that you say that. The Secret Service sent Tiger Woods' letter. You know what it says? No jokes. You are not allowed to drive Donald Trump's grandkids. Because I guess sometimes he golfs with Barron or whatever, so he's not allowed to drive them. Like, that's no joke. It's a safety issue. That's bad. When the Secret Service says you can't drive them, but
it was pills. It was pills and not alcohol.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. It was 0-0-0.
They still charged him for DO. I'm thinking, what would they charge him for?
Yeah, you're using pills and still he's too high. I guess because he was slurring his words and stuff. Like he could have said, "I lost." Like McMahon when he crashed his car, he wasn't on. Yeah, he wasn't. He called. He wasn't on. He didn't get charged. He wasn't on anything. But I guess with Tiger's pupils dilated and his slurred speech.
Yeah. It doesn't help.
So I don't know what he's going to do here. If he
Doesn't
loses his
help.
license, who cares for him? But like, just come out, go to rehab, and we all forgive, and we're a forgiving society. And you know,
Sure.
you're one of the best golfers ever. I don't know why you keep doing this silly stuff, man.
I think the problem that golf has right now. Okay, we're going to talk about this a little bit. I'd love to chime in here. This weekend at the Houston Open or whatever tournament that was being played, okay, the guy who won had a brain tumor in 2019. Then after that, had post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever that is, the PSTD. He has that. He came back since 2019. He came back for his first tournament and won this weekend. But then Tiger Woods happened.
Tiger Woods overshadowed. Always you talking about this guy because of that crash, right?
Right. The thing that people should have been talking about, the feel-good story that should have been front and center in the golf world, wasn't, because Tiger got drunk or high and crashed his car.
Yeah, you're talking about Gary Woodland,
Gary Woodland, okay?
Yeah.
So you got a guy who's got the amazing story that golf needs right now, especially the PGA.
Because they lost a lot of golfers to live golf, the Saudi.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So for the PGA, this was a huge moment to build your brand. Yet you go to the guy, and it's not their fault, because the world still rather hear about how Tiger fucks up and someone who overcame difficulties and hardships in an honest, becoming way that can motivate and you know, take people and give them that motivation to get to that next level in life, right? So this is the problem with golf, man. We talk about it in wrestling and we talk about it in boxing. Where are the young stars? How come they're not promoting the young guys? Guys, you got to get off the Tiger wagon. Honestly, if you're relying on Tiger to show up at the Masters because that's the only way you're going to get ratings for a guy who's not even a quarter of himself anymore on the course.
He can barely go off the course sometimes. He's so bad.
But that's what I'm saying. That's an unfortunate. That's a big red flag, dude. Just saying. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know.
Did you see that picture I posted of John Daly driving Tiger and Tiger's in the back? John Daly's
That's funny. That's funny, right? I mean, if there's anyone who could probably drive him, it's him. So
we'd rather have Tiger Uso give you a ride home.
Who knows, man? Insane. Absolutely insane. All right. So boxing this weekend, Chisora Wilder. We got that. It's going to be a daytime fight. So, you know, this and that.
Fireworks. Can't wait for it.
Quiet otherwise around the scene. Things are starting to pick up now as we go. So we'll see how things shape up, and we'll start to see the fall and the winter. I know we just started spring, but this is a time we start to build up towards what we're going to see September onwards, right? So can't wait for the spring rush. And all that being said, very quickly, what do you think of the new ABS in baseball?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's good, I guess, to get the calls right, but I don't know.
Give it time, because it's kind of fun to watch. What I would like to see is the manager control it, not the guy at the plate tapping his head saying, call it. You know what I mean? They need to. I think this is why it's in its infancy. You got to give the managers and the skips a little time to look at the tape before they make a call. Right? Right now, they're, because if the ump's eyes aren't catching it, why would you as a batter catch it without looking at the tape? Fair?
I don't know. It's even in hockey, ref calls. They even in NFL, the team's already looking at the tape before they make the decision to challenge it. So baseball needs to work on that. Will it slow down the game though? I don't know. Yeah, you got 2 seconds. You tap your helmet, and they can challenge it. Like, it's just, I don't know. That's too quick. You know what I mean? I know. It's too quick. All right. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. You only get 2 challenges per game, which is good. But like, if you use in the first inning, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see. See how it plays out. It's a work in progress. Yeah. Let's see how it plays out. I'm sure it's going to look very different from it does now. The pitch clock is good because it speeds it up. I like that. No, I don't have any problem with that. That's good. I want to see that. I have no issue with that, right? I mean, a 4-hour game is now a 3-hour game. Yeah. Right? But we got to give this time, because if they can't sort it, like, if they don't have a good model of it, I don't want to see it in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. Right?
So figure it out. We'll see how it goes. We're only 5-6 games into the season, so it's really early.
Yeah.
But it was a fun weekend because those calls were getting better pops in the parks than the actual home runs being hit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how it plays. All right. I'm Bobby Sampson. He's Chance Michaels.
The words of great ACDC. Those that download, like, subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you, ladies and gentlemen. It's the weekend. Enjoy yourselves. It's a long weekend. So happy Good Friday, happy Easter Sunday, and happy Easter Monday. Become one with the spirit, become one with yourself, and new beginnings for everybody. Let's get it. Samp and Chance.
I was going to say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday day with Brian.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, this Sunday, my birthday. Yay. All right. All that being said, I'm Sam. He's Chance. We'll talk to you guys next Thursday. Take care.